And God is like, honey, I don't know, like, where are we going with this? Like, where are we going? Where are you taking me? Because I'm trying to take you there, but you taking me. So it's just like, sit back, like, chill.
I'll come around if I don't do too much. We had our downs, but we had way more ups. Let's make love. That be the reason that you always hit me up. I swear, you like the way I...
Hey, my boss babes, it's Sadia, aka Sadia the Boss Mama. I wanted to do this video, like, this is a video that's on top of my mind because I see a lot of people going through their things, and me personally, you know, I go through my things. So what is meant for you will definitely find you, and I want that to be the topic today. What is meant for you will find you. Just trust it, you know, trust that process. I'm going to give y'all 2 little story times in this one video, so hopefully y'all don't get lost. Hopefully y'all enjoy the vibes, and yeah, so y'all can just put me down while y'all cleaning up, whatever the case may be. But yes, so y'all, I'm gonna say this is probably when I was still in high school. So I'm probably gonna say like 6-7 years ago, I met this lady. This lady is also in a wheelchair, and I think she also has the same disease as my mom, which is multiple sclerosis. And I remember coming up to her, asking her if she needed any help. Me personally, I love helping people, and 2, as y'all know, like I just said, my mom's in a wheelchair, so I kind of felt like, hey, it's only right to see if she needed help while I'm helping my mom too, you know. It was like a little connection since they were both in a chair. And like, I will always, anytime I saw her at the store, like, I will always come up to her, speak to her, how you doing? She didn't know me. She never, like, you know, met me before. And she's a white lady at that. So she's probably like, what this black girl coming up to me for, you know? But I didn't look at it like that at the time. Okay. I want to fast forward. I was 18 and I wanted to be a personal caregiver, but no, this was probably before 18, but I couldn't do it. They told me I had to wait till I was 18 because I was doing it for my mom. Since my mom does have multiple sclerosis, I was always like helping her. Fast forward, I turned 18 and I got the job that I wanted. I was working with my mom company. I wasn't working for my mom at the time because you couldn't, but I was working at the company that I really wanted to work at. My client, I know my client had passed away, so I wasn't really working after that. That was my last client, so I didn't do any more clients. She was my next client after that. I had Saint. I was 3 months postpartum, and so I was kind of like looking to work again, and I was asking them, did they have anyone at the time? I was doing 2 companies. I'm not really gonna, you know what, this is the part I always forget to mention. Okay, I was doing 2 companies. So I did end up meeting that lady that I met at Walmart. I ended up meeting her. I ended up going to her house. They sent me to her house. They was like, this person really needs help and no one is there to help. Can you come? It was only for like an hour or 2. And I ended up getting her number. And I was telling her about me, like, oh, I was a girl in Walmart. I always, you know, whether she remembered or not, I did tell her. I'm pretty sure she didn't remember. I don't know. Fast forward back to, like I said, Saint is, I just had Saint. I'm 3 months postpartum. And I'm looking for a job again. I'm looking for some more clients. So I go up to the job number 1 and I asked them, hey, do y'all have any more clients? And they was like, yes, so-and-so, so-and-so. I'm going to call her Linda. Linda was the person. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Yeah, like, I know Linda. You know, I know her. I have her number. So I ended up calling Linda. I was like, okay, hey Linda, they said you need someone and I can do it. I'm waiting. I can do it. I'm ready. Let's do it. And she was like, oh, I found somebody. I'm so sorry. I can't do it. Blah, blah, yada, yada. Okay. So I was like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. You know, I was like, that's cool. I wasn't down on anything because with this job, like, if you know, like, if you're a caregiver, it's kind of easy to find. It's very easy to find a new client. So, like, I wasn't really tripping. But I think like a day or 2 later, she ended up calling me back. Linda was like, this girl can't work for me. Can you go up there and give them your information? And I was like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, like, of course. I go up there, I get hired, I start working with Linda. So I was only doing 3 hours with Linda, but I was so cool with that because, y'all, I was in my little postpartum stage. So I really missed my son. Like, I think I had like separational anxiety? Like, I was just away from my son, and I was crying. I was crying every day when I was working there because I was just like miss my son so much. And also, y'all, if you don't know, I was going through postpartum depression really, really bad. As a single mom, I didn't know it was really gonna be that bad for me, but it was so bad to the point I felt like I was just losing my mind, and I had mental breakdowns every other day. Like every other day, I would cry my self to sleep. Like it was so much to the point where I threw away my son's footprints, you know, to give you the footprints. I threw away all of that. I don't even have his footprints, and I still beat myself up to this day. Like, damn, why? Like, why? But I was like so tired, exhausted, and postpartum was really hitting me. I wanted his dad to be in his life, and he just didn't want to do that. So I was really beating myself up really, really bad. And this lady, y'all, I'm telling you, this lady was placed in my life for a reason. Although she was racist, when I found out she was racist, I didn't say anything because, like, she never called me out my name. You know, she ain't never really treat me bad, but she was definitely racist. But one thing for sure, y'all, this lady knew her Bible from front to back. I went to church growing up, but I never really been that girl that knows. I can't tell you every single thing that happened in the Bible. So like when I hear stuff, I be like, oh, like really? Did that really happen? I'm gonna go read it. And then I go read it, and I'm like, dang, like that really happened. That's me. So I'm not that type of girl that can tell you every single thing about the Bible. But when I met her, it was like she was placed in my life to literally help me get out of the rut I was in. I was so freaking depressed. Like I said, you're crying every day. You're crying yourself to sleep. You don't really have no help. Your mom, she's disabled. You're helping your mom too, and you helping yourself and the baby. It's like, I was like, I really just wanted to die. Like, I'm like, this is not me, God. This is not what you put me on this earth to do. I said, there's no way. I said, God, I've been fighting battles all my life. It's just no way. But this lady gave me so many Bible verses, and it was just so funny because I'm like, it's no way God is going to forgive me. There's no way God, because I was just beating myself up. The fact that I was, you know, a single parent. Obviously, I'm not married. You know, I did everything wrong. You know, I did everything backwards. I think y'all get what I'm saying. So that's another reason why I was just like beating myself up. But she was like, no, God forgives you. You know, God, he placed people in other people's lives. People like me, they place in other people's lives because I too can help you. You know what I mean? You know, God's not going to put this pure person. Why? Because you're not going to find a pure person. You're not going to find someone that don't sin. You're not going to find someone, their life is so perfect. Everyone's life is not perfect. There's nobody on this earth like that is perfect. You know, so God's not going to place somebody perfect in your life to help you because is no one that's perfect, right? You know, he accepts people that are, I'm not calling myself a F up, but I'm going to call myself a F up. He loves F ups, okay? Jesus follower was a prostitute, okay? So let that sink in. So you mean to tell me you feel like you're gonna be reprimanded, but Jesus follower was a prostitute? Yes, like Jesus follower, you mean to tell me Jesus follower was a what you told me now, I was like, girl, what? So you mean to tell me? Yeah, I'm sorry, we already knew what that was. But I'm like, it's no way that Jesus follower was a hoe, a killer. This, you know, like Jesus was helping those people because he knew they wanted help. They wanted help, so he helped them. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, sister, you done helped me. You done helped me out. It's no way. Let me see if I can actually pull up a Bible verse that she sent me, because I was just like, it's just no way. It's no way God, he forgave me. Okay, y'all, this is not what she sent this to me. Woman at the well. Jesus did not condemn. Jesus told her, if you only knew the gift God has for you and who you are speaking to, you would ask me, and I will give you living water. Jesus went on to tell her about her life, and that he knew that she had been married 5 times and was living with a man, not her husband. And he wanted to offer her living water. He did not want to condemn her. Jesus accepted and loved her. Okay. You got to understand, honey. You are not perfect. You will never be perfect. And Jesus is going to accept you as you are. Under one circumstance, you are going to have to change your ways. Obviously, we're not going to get too much into that. But don't beat yourself up because you're not what you want it to be. Shit happens for a reason. Shit happens. Life happens. You probably thought, I'm not going to be homeless, and you end up homeless. But you got yourself out of that. God got you out of that. Some things you don't know. We have our life all planned out, and it don't go as planned. But honey, whatever happens is going to happen. Let it play out. Let it play out. You know, whatever is meant for you will find you. Y'all, that, like I said, the lady's verses, okay? I don't care. That thing right there that she did with the Bible verses, that helped me. God knew that I was going through something, so he placed her in my life for that season, okay? He placed her in my life for that season. He knew I was going through something. I haven't heard from that lady a day since. And I stopped working for her in 2022. She had called me one time to ask her. She asked me if I could work. And I was like, no, I have COVID right now. And she never checked on me. Nothing. None of that. That was it. That was it. But she was probably just placed in my life for that season. And I'm okay with that. You know, she helped me get out of what I was going through. God put her in my life. He placed her in my life to help me get through what I was going through. And I mean to tell you, that right there speaks volumes for me, because it's the little stuff that goes on in our lives and we don't even look at it like maybe God is doing this. Like, hello. Okay, I'm just saying, y'all, right after high school, I wanted to go to college. I wanted to go to Ole Miss. Hear me out. I wanted to go to Ole Miss. I wanted to go to Ole Miss for journalism. My mom wanted me to go to the Army. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for her. I ended up flunking the first time, and I ended up passing my test the second time. Went through the whole MEPS process and everything. If you know, you know, because of my first time. Yes. Okay, did that. I ended up telling them shits that I was not supposed to, and didn't go to the Army. Okay. So fast forward, I'm like, okay, I'm 19. What am I doing? I'm not doing anything besides working, making wigs, cooking for people, doing like TikTok at the time. But other than that, I wasn't in school like I really wanted to be. So I decided to go back to school. Well, no, I decided to go to school. I decided to sign up for a community college. So I did that. My major was journalism at the time. I ended up getting pregnant. So I dropped out of school because I had morning sickness every single day. I didn't know how I was going to get through the day, y'all. I promise you, I didn't know how I was going to get through the day. I went from working so many hours to my hours was like 3 hours. Like I was working 12-hour days. And then I had to double it down because my morning sickness was so freaking bad. I could not keep anything, like everything came up. But I just wasn't where I wanted to be. I didn't know that, like, if I dropped out of school, that was going to affect my GPA. I honestly didn't care at the time. I didn't even know. That wasn't on my mind. Not necessarily going to say I didn't care, but it wasn't really on my mind. So, ended up becoming a single parent. And then I'm like, oh, shit. All right. Now I really feel like a failure, you know? Now I'm really a failure. Scratch whatever I was doing before that. I feel like a failure. I lost myself. I didn't know what I liked. I mean, I knew what I liked, but I wasn't doing what I liked. I was just all catering to my son. So one day I was like, oh God, I'm ready to throw the towel in. I don't think this really is for me. I'm being a wimp. I'm definitely being a wimp, God. I'm like, I can't do this. This was my son's first birthday, a day after his birthday. I'm like, I'm ready to throw the towel in. I really thought I was going to be able to be there for him and be the stronger person and be this person that has so much ambitions and that I'm able to do this and that. And I'm like, damn, God, I don't even have any money. I don't even have money for my son's birthday. I don't have money to pay my bills. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't make my son happy because I'm not where I want to be. I said, God, what is it that you want from me? I know I'm capable of doing this and I'm capable of doing that, but it's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing enough. Hear me out. The next day, I started scrolling on TikTok in my bed. And I'm seeing a bunch of CNA videos. I'm seeing a bunch of nursing videos. Now, if you know, you know. But on TikTok, you're not going to see any of that content if you like it. Okay, but I didn't like any of that shit. Okay? I didn't like any of that shit. You know, I was a personal caregiver, but I wasn't trying to be a CNA. I put this on everything. I wasn't trying to be a nurse. Like I said, I wanted to be a journalist. Never in a million years did I say I wanted to be a nurse. People will always ask me. I'm just like, nope. Okay, like, no, that's not for me. Nope. After God told me to go to school to be a CNA and a nurse, everything I'm talking about, I'm seeing everything. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is a sign and I'm gonna run with it. I apply to be a CNA at my WIN center. I get back into school. Like I said, I already told you I flunked that out. I flunked. But I did it though. You know, I did it. I did become a CNA and I started helping people with that. And I really, really loved it even more because I was able to see so many different people, residents, the workers. I was just meeting so many new people and it was like a new environment for me. So I really did like that. I swear, that's why I tell people on my TikTok, I love being a CNA right now. I'm cherishing the moment because I know it's not going to be forever, but I really love it. But enough with that. I had no idea I was going to be a CNA. I had no idea I was going to be a nurse. Like I said, whatever is meant for you, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It does take time. I don't even have an associate's yet. And I'll be 23 in March. So that's where we get in the comparison mode. Oh my goodness, some of my classmates, they are bachelors, they're already nurses, they're doing a thing. Here I am not doing anything or not doing enough, or I'm stuck at square one. You have to forget about that. All of that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because if God called you to do it, it's going to happen. No one cares about that rest. Nobody cares about the rest. I'm telling you right now. So whatever is going to happen, please let it happen. But don't try to play God. Let God put you in position. If that makes sense. If he can put you in position for it, then let him do that. But I feel like when we're trying to do everything, it's not going to work out. It's never going to work out because we're handling our cards and with God cards. So it's just it's getting mixed up. You're going this way, you're going that way. It's a wave. It's a wave. Your life is not right where it's supposed to be because you doing this and God trying to do that. But here you are, and God is like, honey, I don't know, where are we going with this? Where are we going? Where are you taking me? Because I'm trying to take you there, but you taking me. So it's just sit back, chill, just vibe, just vibe for real. I feel like a lot of people don't know how to vibe. They see so much stuff nowadays. I understand. But y'all see so much stuff on TikTok. You got Instagram, you got YouTube, you got Facebook. Y'all see all this stuff and you like, nope, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Yep, she's doing it. My favorite influencer doing it, and I know I'm supposed to be doing it. And then you got God telling you, nah, you supposed to be doing that. And I'm trying to get you there, but you like, nope, I'm trying to be what my influencer doing. Like, I'm trying to do her. I want to be her. And it's just like, now you're 30 years old and you're like, I'm tired. Yeah, me too, baby. You and God both, y'all both are tired. So let him do his thing, y'all. Let him do his thing. You know, stop comparing yourself. Stop trying to be like other people and just let everything play out. I swear everything is going to play out in due time. You know, you have to let it be, though. You have to let it be. And stop listening to other people. Chill out. Chillax. So yes, that's it for my TED talk. Hopefully y'all got something out of it.